This is Big Purple Couch. I'm your host, Christine Clark.
And I'm your co-host, Ian Clark.
Now, for today, no, I do not usually wear my hair in a side ponytail, but it is our 90s episode, so we're going back to everything 90s. I know there's a lot of 90s people here, and we're going to go through a little, you know you're from the 90s when? Ian, why don't you kick us off?
You know you're from the 90s when you remember reading Goosebumps.
Yes, and the pick your own ending Goosebumps were always the best.
They were terrifying when I was younger, by the way. Terrifying.
I don't know. Good way to start your reading, though, when you were a little kid.
Yep.
You know you're from the 90s when you remember the craze and the banning of yo-yos.
Yeah.
I remember people used to hit each other with yo-yos, but still I did the whole, like, walk the dog, I had the British flag, all of that.
It was all about the Fast Eddies. I had to have the Fast Eddie, all the brand names. That was a fad, too. That Kim, the Pink Ranger, and Tommy, the Green Ranger, were meant to be together.
It was true love.
We just thought we were watching Power Rangers, but we were actually watching a love story unfold right in front of us.
Yeah, our lives were changed forever by Power Rangers. You know you're from the 90s when you remember watching Pinky and the Brain, and you were waiting for that episode where Brain would actually take over the world.
It's going to happen.
One day.
Still got faith.
I'm convinced.
You know you're from the 90s when you collected Pokemon cards, and I was a fanatic. I can say that a bit.
I know a bit too much about Pokemon, and the BPC crew can vouch for that here.
Yes.
And we're going to have some trivia coming up, and just a heads up, there are Pokemon questions in it, to be sure.
So stick around.
For sure. You know you're from the 90s if you remember playing MASH to predict your future. You know you have, like, mansion, apartment, shack, house. You do, like, your husbands, how many kids you might have, your cars, your jobs.
Imagine if any of that happened. People have like 100 children in an apartment or shack.
In an apartment.
Let's hope that doesn't.
100 children with like a bin on wheels. Who has that? BOW.
Or skateboard.
Yeah.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. You know you're from the 90s if you had inflatable furniture. I know I did. Scholastic book orders. I would actually get it from the Scholastic book order.
Couches, just
blow it up and just sit and watch my cartoons in my inflatable furniture.
Something maybe for the next USC president to think about.
Yeah, we got beanbags. Why not inflatable furniture?
Some inflatable couches would be lovely.
Yeah.
You know you're from the 90s if you remember playing with Pogs. Now, I'm kind of sad I didn't bring my Pogs for this episode, but my brother, my sister, and I, we have so many Pogs of all like the Smashers, everything. All of them. They have all the little designs on them, everything.
I felt bad for my mom because she had to kind of like moderate some fights between me and my brother over Pogs.
Smashing your Pogs.
Yeah, still some hard feelings between us right now. You know it from the 90s if you remember rat tails.
Yeah. I had a friend who had a rat tail, and for those of you who don't know what a rat tail is, usually it was guys who had them, or if a girl had really short hair, and it's just a little string of hair, and they braid them, maybe put a little bead in it.
The bead.
The bead.
No.
I think the bead was the worst.
That's too far. I'm sorry.
That pushed it a little bit, but that phase is gone. No more rat tails. Let's not bring that back.
Well, at least we hope so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know you're from the 90s if you wish Jumanji was a real game. For all of you who saw the movie, what an intense game.
I don't think I do wish it was a real game. I'm sorry.
You don't want, like, alligators in
Those
your house
plants that, like, shot darts at you, that was terrifying.
It was a pretty intense game, but, you know, I don't know, a little more exciting than Settlers of Catan, maybe.
No, not even close. Settlers of Catan is the bomb.
Oh, for sure. There you go. Those are some of your, you know you're from the 90s. If you have any more ideas, be sure to post it on our Facebook wall or even on Twitter. And like I said, we're going to have some 90s trivia here on the couch. So see how many you know, because some of them they're a little interesting. I don't remember all of them, but we'll see how many our trivia-ees can remember.
Yeah.
So be sure to stick around for that and more here on Big Purple Couch.